Good evening to you. And how are you doing today? Fine. You're good? Okay, so let's get started. So, we're going to begin the lesson by speaking about you. I'd like you to tell me about things that you like and things that you dislike. So, what do you like? Yes, Yasin?
My name is Hamza.
I'm sorry, Hamza. Okay, Hamza, what do you like?
I like listen to music.
Okay, so you like music. Good. Okay. What else do you like? Sukaina?
Surfing in the net.
Okay, so the net. Okay. Hamza?
I like play football.
Okay, so soccer. We call it soccer because we have American football. Okay?
I like play computer games.
Okay, computer games. Computer games. Good. What else, Samia?
I like to run.
Ah,
Yes.
right. Okay. Running. Okay, what about you, Nadia?
Play basketball.
Okay, basketball. Right. Now, we are going to speak about things that you dislike now. What do you dislike? Sukaina, something that you don't like. Do you like to do homework? No. Okay, so homework. Homework. Good. Something else. Something you don't like. You don't like to work?
Yeah.
It means that you're a lazy person. Okay. You don't like, maybe you don't like to work around the house. You understand? You work around the house when you help your mom, you clean, you wash. Okay. So we call it housework. Housework. Very good. Now, tell me about something that you don't like. Nadia. Okay, let me help you. Do you like living here in Kinitra, or do you prefer a bigger city like Casablanca, for instance? Okay, so you don't like big cities. Casablanca is a big city, right? Now you are going now to give me some verbs. Music. Listen. The net. Very good. We surf the net. Soccer. Very good. Play. Computer games. Play. Running. It's a sport. So we practice running. Okay. So we practice running, and we practice basketball. Okay. Now we are going to speak about homework. Samia. Homework.
Study.
No, not study. Very good. Do. Housework. The same. Do. Very good. And here, big cities. Travel to visit or not stay. Live. Very good. Live. Right. Now we are going to see how to express likes. Here we have likes, and here we have dislikes. So, what verbs do we use when we want to express likes? Music. What do you say? Are you listening to music now? No. So, what do we say, Hamza?
I like listen to music.
Very good. So we can. Good, Samia. Can you repeat after Samia? Repeat again.
I like to listen to music.
Very good. We say I like to listen. I like to. Okay. What else can we say? What other verbs do you know? Very good. You have I enjoy. Okay. What other verbs?
I love.
I love. Very good. Yes? Adore. Very good. Love, adore. Prefer. Now we are speaking about likes. Now, do you know other expressions? Any expressions we use to speak about likes? expression. Now, when you like something very, very much, what do you say? You say, I'm crazy about. Very good. We say, I'm crazy about. Good. What else can we say? What else can we say? An expression. Something I like very much. You say, I'm fond of. I'm fond of. I'm fond of. Any other expressions? We say, I'm keen on. I'm keen on. Okay. Now, before, Samia, please, before you take down notes, we are going to practice. So, let's begin. Hamza.
I like to listen music.
Very good. You like to listen?
Music.
To music. Okay, we have to add to. I like to listen to music. Very good. Sukaina.
I enjoy surfing in the net.
You enjoy surfing the net. Okay. Love. Hamza.
I love playing soccer.
I love playing, or I love to play soccer. Okay. Now, I'm crazy about. Nadia.
About
Very good. I am crazy about playing. I'm crazy about playing. Now, what about the expression I'm fond of? What are we going to say? I'm fond of? I am fond of playing, or I am fond of play. What do you think? Playing. Very good. Okay. What about the other expression, I'm keen on? What do you think we are going to say? I'm keen on play, or I'm keen on playing?
Play.
Playing. Very good. So we are going to recapitulate. What happens after the verb like?
We have
Yes.
an infinitive, two infinitive.
Very good. So we have to say, I like to. I like to listen to music. Okay, what about the gerund? Can we use the gerund with like? Can we say, I like listening to music?
Yes.
Yes, we do. So with the verb like, we can have the infinitive, or we can have the gerund. Okay, so you say, I like to listen to music, or we say, I like listening to music. I like listening to music. Good. Now we are going to see the other verbs. Let's take enjoy. Samia.
I enjoy to surf in the net.
Now, after the verb enjoy, we just have the gerund. So here we have verbs plus infinitive or gerund. Okay. And here we have verbs plus gerund. For example, the verbs I enjoy. What do you say? I enjoy surfing. I enjoy surfing the net. Okay, right. Now we are going to move on. We are going to move to the verb love. We have I love to play soccer. Can we use it with the gerund too? Yes. Yes. So we can say I love to play, or playing soccer. Okay, now let's move to the expressions. What happens after the expressions? I'm crazy about, I'm fond of, I am keen on, and all of them are equivalents. They have the same meaning. What do they mean? They mean I I like very, very, very much. I like very much. So what happens after the expressions? We have only the gerund, okay? So we have, expressions followed by gerund. We have, I'm fond of, I'm crazy, crazy about, and here we have only the gerund. For example, surfing, playing, etc. Surfing the day. Okay, now we are going to move to dislikes. How can we express dislikes? How do we speak about things that we don't like? What do we say? I hate. Very good. I hate. I don't like. I don't like. What else can we say? We say I don't like or I dislike. I dislike. So we have I hate, dislike. Okay. Now, what happens after these expressions? What happens after I hate and I dislike? Very good. We are going to say, I hate to do homework, or I hate doing homework. Very good. I dislike to do housework, or I dislike doing housework. Very good. I hate to live in big cities, or I hate living in big cities. Very good. Now, do you know any expressions that we use to express dislike? Now, you see, here we have verbs, and then we have expressions. Now, we have verbs. Do you know any expressions that we use to express dislike? No? Okay. Now tell me. Casablanca now. Casablanca is very big. It's very big. It's very, a lot of people. So it's very crowded. It's very crowded, okay? Crowded. Crowded, okay? And of course, it's very noisy. Very good. Crowded and noisy. Now, yes?
Can we do a traffic jam?
Yes, okay, yes. They have traffic jams. You remember traffic jams? Yes, they have traffic jams all the time. So, I can't stand living in Casablanca now. I can't stand. I can't bear living in Casablanca. It's too crowded and too noisy for me. I can't stand. So here we have I hate. Expressions, we have I can't stand, or I can't bear. So we are going to use the expressions now. So we said I can't stand crowded places. I can't stand, are we going to say to live or living? Living. So after the expressions, we usually have the gerund. So we're not going, we say I hate to live, I hate living, I dislike to live, or I dislike living, but we say I can't stand living, I can't bear living in Casablanca, for example. Okay, now I'd like you to take notes first, and then we're going to move to the practice. So you begin here, verbs plus infinitive or gerund, verbs plus gerund, expressions followed by gerund. Ready? Not yet? Okay. Good. Shall we move on? Yes, good. Now, let's go back to the board. What do we have here? Hamza, what do we have? Yes, of course, we have a doctor, and we have you have a doctor, a patient. Very good. So this is the doctor, and this is the patient. Now, I am the teacher. I'm the teacher. Hamza is my student. Very good. Okay. So look at the patient. Okay, what does he say? Yes, doctor, I smoke a lot. So what verb are we going to use? Admit. Very good. So here, after the verb admit, we say he admits smoking a lot. So here we have a verb that's followed only by the gerund. So here you say he admits I enjoy surfing. He admits smoking a lot. Okay, now I want you to look at the second situation. What do we have? Sukaina, what do we have here? A man. Yes, a man in a... Yes, he's driving. Very good. He's driving a car. And how is he driving? Is he driving quickly? No. Oh, yes, normal speed, yes. 80 kilometers, that's normal speed. So why is he driving? Is this, can we call him a good driver or a bad driver? A good, yes, he's a careful driver. So why do you think he's driving like this? Because in Morocco, how do we drive in Morocco? Very quickly. Okay, so here this man, he drives very carefully. Why does he drive carefully? Does he want to have an accident? Very good. So he drives carefully to avoid having accidents. So here we have the verb, he drives carefully to avoid having accidents. Okay, now this verb avoid, where are we going to place it? Where are we going to place it? No, it's not. Yes, verb plus gerund. So this, it should be here, okay? Verbs plus gerund. So I am going to add it to this list. So we have, he drives slowly or carefully to avoid having. So after the verb avoid, the verb is in the ing form, having accidents. Okay, now we're going to move to the practice. I'd like you to choose, I want you to choose a verb or an expression and use it in an example. Give me your own sentences. Which verb do you like? Which expression do you like? Yes, Hamza?
I like to drink soda.
Okay, so you say I like to drink soda or I like?
Drink.
Very good. Okay, give me an example, Nadia.
I enjoy listening to music.
Very good. Okay, Samia?
I love play football.
You love playing or I love
To play.
Very good. Okay, now Habza?
I enjoy to learn English.
You enjoy
Learning.
English. Very good. Okay, and what about you?
Yasin.
Yasin. Okay, Yasin. I know you're Yasin. Yes. Okay, can you?
I love listening the music.
You love listening to music. And what music? What's your favorite music style, Yassine?
House.
House, okay. And what about the others? What's your favorite music style?
Everything.
Anything. You have no, okay, you have no special preference. So, do you remember that expression we used yesterday? When we say, I like something very much, or I love something very much. House music.
My cup of tea.
Very good, very good. The expression, my cup of tea. So when we say house music is my cup of tea, what do we call this expression? I told you yesterday, it's an idiomatic expression. Okay, now what's the meaning of this expression? What's the meaning? When you say it's my cup of tea, it means I love it. Okay, good. Now we're going to move on, and we're going to move to reading comprehension. Okay, tell me, are you familiar with these names? Are you familiar with these names? Of course, Einstein, you know. Yes, of course. Okay, what about Mozart? Do you know this man? Yes, he was a musician. This one you know. Of course, okay. Yes, the best player, okay, the best player. You call him the best player in the world. And what about this one? Yes, he's very good. He's the one who created Facebook. Now, these four people, what do they have in common? Yes? Yes, they are. Yes, they're brilliant, famous, intelligent, sorry? Talented people. Very good. So, all of them are gifted, or synonym for gifted? Say talented. Okay, all of them are gifted or they are talented. Okay, now, yesterday we started a reading passage about another gifted person. Who was that? You remember his name? Very good. We started reading about Henry Ford. So, I'd like you please to take out the handouts I gave you yesterday, okay, and you have a look at the passage. Are you finished with the first reading? Good, okay. Now, what's the title of our passage? Henry Ford. Now, what's the most important information you've learned from the passage? Yes?
He came from a humble farming family.
Okay, so he came from a humble family. Okay, what else? Yes, okay, now?
At the age of 16, he went to the terroir to serve as an apprentice in a machine shop.
Very good. Okay, do you have problems with this word apprentice? No? What's an apprentice? An apprentice. No, sorry, I've made him too big. Now, who do we have here? We have this man is a mechanic. Now, who is the little boy? The apprentice, the apprentice. So, the apprentice. So, what does the apprentice do? Very good. He helps. And very good, he learns the skill. So he helps and he learns at the same time. Very good. So here, Sukaina, you said he started working. He started working as an apprentice at the age of 16. So he started working 16. Very good. So he started working at the age of 16 or at an early age. Okay. So here we can say at the age of 16 or at an early age, because at 16 you should be at school. Okay. Now, what other piece of information have you learned about Henry Ford? Yes, Hamza.
In 1896, Ford succeeded in building an automobile powered by gasoline engine.
Very good. So he was the one to do what? He was the first one to construct a car. Now here we have a car. What do we have? What do we have here?
Motor.
Very good. We have the motor. We have the motor or the engine. Okay. Now, how do we make the motor? How do we make it run? What do we use? What do we use? Yes, what do we use to make the engine run? What do we use? Yes, we use? Fuel. Very good. Fuel. Very good. We use fuel. It can be gasoline. It can be gasoline, or it can be petrol. Okay, we use petrol, or gasoline, gas or gasoline. Very good. So, what kind of engine did Ford manage to manufacture? Yes? Yes? Have a look at the passage. Yes, he managed to build a car with a gasoline engine or motor. Very good. Okay. Now, what other information do you have about Ford from the passage? Nadia, please.
He constructed his Model T, which people from lower classes could buy.
Very good. Now, who are the people from lower classes? Lower classes, are they people with a lot of money or people with a limited income? Limited income. So, people from lower classes means poor people or people with a limited income. Now, what's the name? What's the name of that car? Model T. Very good. So, Model T was a revolution in the world of the automobile. It was the first car that poor people could buy. Very good. Now we're going to move to reading, and ladies first. Okay, Nadia, go ahead.
Born in July 1863 in Dearborn, Michigan, Henry Ford came from a humble farming family. As a young boy, he hated almost everything about farming except the machinery. At the age of 16, he went to Detroit to serve as an apprentice in a machine shop.
Okay, thank you. No problem with the first paragraph? It's good. Okay, now the second paragraph.
In 1896, Ford succeeded in building an automobile powered by a gasoline engine. 4 years later, he designed and manufactured racing car, and he himself raced one model at 17 mile per hour.
Okay, per hour. Okay, what's a racing car? A racing car. Yes, a car. What's the name of that? Is it Schumacher? Schumacher? Yes, okay. And in Morocco? In Morocco we have Mehdi Bennani. Very good. Okay, Mehdi Bennani. Good. Now, please, Sukaina, carry on.
When he was 40, Henry Ford established the Ford Motor Company. The automobile was then considered a toy for the rich, and Ford set about to change the situation.
Okay, is there a problem with the word here? A toy, a toy. What do you get? You remember when you were kids? What did you receive for Ashura? What did your parents buy you for Ashura when you were small? Yes, a small car. So you received toys. Toys, okay. Right. Now, can you please carry on?
After years of hard work, he constructed his Model T, which people from lower classes could buy. And so Ford's call was fulfilled. He is now considered as a main.
Thank you very much. Okay, can you carry on, please?
The car he constructed and the change he mode and the technique of industrial production transformed not only the life of American but that of people everywhere.
Thank you. Now, please.
He introduced a plan which allowed his workers to share in the profit of the company. The profit sharing plan, which is used by so many companies around the world today.
Okay, now we're not going to stop on pronunciation mistakes. We are going to fix them with time. Now we are going to move to the comprehension section. And here we have examples that may appear on the back paper. Okay, so you can be given a chart. Okay, this is a chart. And you have to complete the chart with information. Now this is a chart. So you have to complete it with information from the passage. B, you have true-false statements. You're familiar with this exercise? True-false statements? Yes. But you have to justify. Okay. Now C, answer the questions. D, find in the text words or expressions meaning the same as. So we have to look for synonyms or equivalents. Okay, so you are going to answer quickly and we'll correct on the board. So what am I doing here? What am I drawing? This is the chart. Very good. So we call this a chart. A chart. Okay, it's here. So we put dates and then events. So 18. Okay. Are you ready? No. Okay. Do you have a problem? Please, the comprehension section, usually all the information is found in the passage. Okay. Okay. Shall we begin the correction? Let's start. Okay, let's start. Now, who's ready to complete the chart about Henry Ford? So here we have dates, 1879, 1903, and here we have events. Events? Yes, okay, yes. So, who wants to come to the board first? Samia, come here. Bring your paper with you. Okay, now let's follow with Samia. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. 18. Now, thank you. Now, what happened in 1900? Okay, he designed and manufactured.
Racing car.
Okay. Thank you, Hamza. Do you agree with Hamza? Yes, he designed and manufactured racing cars. Okay. Is there a problem? Is there a spelling mistake? Is there a mistake in his answer? We have the verb. Okay, now we need the subject pronoun. And here the verb design. Design. How do you spell design? D-E-S. Okay, he designed. And we have a designer. Now, an architect designs houses. Okay, now your teacher is, look, what am I doing? Yes, I've become a fashion designer. Okay, I am designing a dress. Okay. Now, the next one, please. Yes, Sukaina. So let's use some green chalk. We don't have any white chalk left. Yes, Samson. No, you don't need to, no. Yes, Samia?
96.
No, yes, he was born. He was born. He was born. Thank you. Thank you very much. Do you agree with Sukaina? Yes. Yes, right. Now we are going to move on, and now we are going to move to the true-false statements. Now you wanted to come to the board. Go ahead. In a machine shop. Thank you. Thank you. Now here, now when we ask you to justify, what do you have to do? You take the justification from the